So this is our pilot episode for Fast Track to Fascism, which Krista and I decided, my name's Heather, this is Krista. We decided that sitting and watching kids all day and not being able to participate in our democracy,
our government,
and feeling our vote doesn't count and feeling that we're not being listened to, that YouTube was a great outlet to show people that you can still be an activist even if you're sitting at home and taking care of your kids. So
as long as they don't censor us.
Right.
Right.
Let's hope not. So basically our idea for our show is just us conversing about all the things that we read about on the internet, and it's all pretty much, you can read all the documents they've passed, the Homegrown Terrorism Act of 2007.
And of course we'll quote those documents and tell you where to find those, so we're not just pulling the shit out of our ass.
But we kind of wanted to show that, you know, the American people are not really that stupid. There are some of us out there that are paying attention.
Actually know what's going on.
And we are pretty scared. So basically we're here to once again show that people can just be an activist by making a YouTube video, and we're trying to speak out while we still can, because we don't believe that we're going to be able to for much longer. And
there's a small window in which we can stop what we're going to talk about from happening.
And we're making this a series show because of the fact that there's so much stuff. We can, our areas are like the Federal Reserve, money, accountability, third-party candidates, having media that's unbiased, legalization of, you know, the First Amendment, and legalizing freedom in general, human rights. There's so many things that we're going to go over, and basically we sit here all day and talk, and so we decided we were going to make a movie out of it. And
in small increments.
We live in West Texas. We live in Lubbock, Texas.
The Bible Belt.
So there's not a lot of speaking out.
There's not a lot of activism going around here.
They still think that, you know, if we...
That Iraq had something to do with 9/11. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
And Bin Laden's in a cave on Kitty Dallas's. Anyways, if you speak out down here, they still have the post-9/11 viewpoint of you're un-American somehow.
You're not patriotic, which actually Thomas Jefferson said that dissent is the most
patriotic.
Sincere form of patriotism.
So, to those of you out there that actually watch our videos, thank you for tuning in.
And congratulations for becoming educated.
Yes.
We applaud you.
We call it Fast Track to Fascism because Krista and I both agree that we feel like we are sitting in the car on the train headed for the brick wall, and we're not doing anything about it. So we decided that
Wait, are we in a car or in a train?
You know, does it really matter?
No.
No, it's hell in a handbasket, and we're the ham sandwiches.
Arguing over what seat we're gonna have.
Right? Who's driving?
Who's driving?
Here's the wall.
Boom.
So anybody that does watch this, we're not trying to annoy anybody. I'm sure we're going to get some negative feedback from people that obviously
don't understand,
or don't want to look. Is really the big thing. Don't want to look.
And do your research. Don't make us do all of it. You know, you know what we talk about. You, if you're interested, you need to go out and seek this and write your constituents, right? Your representatives and your congressmen and your senators, because these people are working for you.
Or supposed to be.
They're supposed to be, yes.
There's a big question of how much power they have anymore, and how many of them are bought out, and lobbyists, and
there's
all that, hundreds of thousands of dollars that are
But, you know, if there's a movement, if lots of people show that they're interested in their government, they show that they don't want fascism to happen to America, because, as Naomi Wolf says, these 10 steps are already in place. And if you don't know who Naomi Wolf is, I suggest you look her up.
And there's no excuse with YouTube nowadays. You can learn
look up anything.
You can learn anything. So we're going to try to keep the language down, but sometimes we do get a little bit upset.
Yeah, we're Generation
Maybe we'll
Y,
make it famous if we start crying about the fascism instead of Britney Spears.
Yeah,
we're hoping we can start crying about fascism instead of Britney Spears.
Okay, so let's get back on focus.
Oh, let's talk about some of these people. Well, the main reason that we decided to do this, every single one in my family, with the exception of my sister, is pretty much asleep. They're just asleep. They don't want to look at it. They don't believe it's as bad as it is. They don't think that it's a threat. Nothing's ever going to compromise their America.
Yeah, didn't George Carlin once say that it's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it?
Yeah. Thank you, George Carlin.
Woo,
we're going to miss you a lot. We're going to miss you a lot. And
we already do. No, we're going to. We already.
And you can watch George Carlin on the internet too.
Yeah,
guys.
watch George Carlin. He's got some really good points.
Drugs. Anyways,
that's not even the half of it though. Drugs aren't even a touching point, really. I mean, it's about invasion of privacy
Yes.
is what drugs are. It's an invasion of privacy. It's a war on American citizens.
Not only that, and they use preemptive reasoning. Like, so if you're on a drug, you're gonna do this before you actually commit the crime. And poverty lines and all that pretty much dictate what crime is, not drug use. And poverty lines dictate drug use. Correlation does not equal causation. So, really, the cause of most of the crime and drug problems are in the hardcore drugs. People, we're not talking about pot here.
Yeah.
We are not talking about pot.
Pot's
we are
an
talking
herb.
about alcohol. We
Pot's
are
an
talking
herb.
about methamphetamines and pills and all the crap these kids are doing nowadays.
All the crap. And
All
it's
the
mostly
crap.
pills, too.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? It's
Adderall.
all, like,
it's
fucking
pharmaceutical.
pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
Jinx.
You guys hear us talking about if anybody that actually watches this and they want to ask a question or have us discuss something or go out and make your own YouTube video
Comment,
and discuss
subscribe. We will read your stuff. Totally. Comment, subscribe, please.
And just, you have to
Send it
start
to your
speaking
friends.
out now, because this is our last chance. And I'm not saying that lightly. No one that is saying it is saying it lightly. This is our last chance.
Like we said, there's a small window you can act in.
And if you don't act now, don't be surprised when you got your
can't
house
bitch.
surveillanced and you've got the Gestapo outside and you've got chips in your IDs and
just
you've got
because
chips
you
in your
live
babies.
in a rural
and
area does
does
not
not
mean
mean
that you're
anything.
immune.
Nope.
This applies to everyone in America. And to the people in other countries that view this, just so you know, we love you.
We
We're
love
not
America. We are the melting pot.
Yeah, we love you. We love, immigration. We're immigrants. I'm Dutch. I'm not American. I came from the
country.
Yeah.
Which
all
of
did.
us did.
We all
The only
did.
people that are really blood Americans
are
would be
the Native Americans.
as
which
once again George
I'm
Carlin
not,
said, our
so-
policy is give us a color, we'll wipe it out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And to all the people, all I really want to say to you, in the other countries, is that soon we will need your country's aid.
Help. Yes, we will.
We will need you to fight for us, the disenfranchised youth, the disenfranchised public of this country is about to fall. We're about to fall into basically another Holocaust.
If they want it that way, they've got the containment
Exactly.
cells built.
They
Thank you,
have
Albert.
the prisons to do it now. And don't tell me that they don't, because I know that they do. And before that everybody goes off on me for this, please do your research.
And please don't quote Fox News. That's one thing I'm going to
Fox
ask right now.
News is discredited from now on.
Any main media source is discredited. They're shallow. They don't get to the point. They don't inform the public. They don't do anything to actually better inform the public,
Anything.
which is what
Yeah.
the media is supposed to do. So whatever.
So we're doing the media's job right now. We're going to inform you of the stuff that we think you should know about.
And
because it's
sum up
important.
everything that we sit here and watch all day long. And
Dude, I've cried over some of the stuff we've seen. I've cried. I cried when I saw the fucking protests at the... Oh, language. When I saw the protests at the RNC and I saw what they were doing to those people who were peacefully holding signs. They're not hurting you. They're holding a fucking sign.
throwing bikes into them.
Yeah, no. Okay,
what do
first...
they call those damn grenades?
Flash bang grenades or concussion grenades.
Concussion grenade.
Which, by the way, project little shrapnel pieces out into the crowd that can actually take an eye out or kill someone. So, this is serious. Our First Amendment says that people are able to peaceably assemble.
Yep.
Peaceably assemble.
And anybody that affiliates with the Rainbow Man, hell yeah. Jump on
Hi,
here.
Rainbow. We love.
It's not an affiliation. It's just being a human and
Loving our earth.
trying to
and
peacefully
trying
assemble.
to
And
get
I've heard
this
people
back.
say that we don't do anything, but who goes and starts kitchens with all their buses in New Orleans and Louisiana after Katrina? I mean, who's out there, actually demonstrating their right to peaceful assembly with 35,000 people in Colorado 2 years ago? I mean, it's going to be in New Mexico this summer, so... Guys, last time I was in New Mexico, it was 35,000 people. You want to experience a city of people where there aren't any cops that are, there's cops, but there's not...
Oh, yeah, there's cops, but they're not invited.
It's not a festy. There's no money. You bring like a 25-pound bag of rice. You don't start anything. What I mean by that is be peaceful, but
democratically, we can do something in this small window of time, which is why we're doing this now.
Yes, and our words are all we have. So, in summation?
In summation.
In summation. this concludes our introduction into our YouTube show, and anybody that actually tunes in and watches, we appreciate it.
Yeah, subscribe because we love you.